Hello Taurus, welcome to your twin flame reading here at Soul Evolution Tarot. It's a timeless reading for my twin flame collective, so if you feel like you're not part of the twin flame collective or you might not know what twin flames are, then this reading might not be for you. Otherwise, I do want you to keep in mind that these readings are not continuation from previous readings and they're still general. So take whatever is resonating for you and leave what doesn't. Today, as usual, I will be looking at your divine masculine energies first, then your energy, then the connecting energy for both of you. Then we'll get into the oracle cards and messages, all right? For those of you wanting to book a private reading with me, you can do so by finding my email down below in the description box. Otherwise, if you will feel guided to exchange energy on my channel, please consider liking this video, subscribing, sharing, or leaving me comments. I'm always grateful for all of your support and feedback. All right, guys, so now let's get started. As I mentioned earlier, let's look at your divine masculine energies first. So I will be pulling a few cards from my twin flame journey deck to see where your divine masculine might be at with their energies, what they might be currently going through, and then we're going to get into tarot. So let's see for my Taurus, where is their divine masculine at? What energies could be surrounding them? Okay, so we do have observing card. Okay, what else? Let's get all three and then we'll talk about these energies. What other energies could be surrounding your divine masculine at this time? Okay, we also have numbing. And let's get one more. And we also have inspiration. So it looks like your divine masculine is currently watching you with the observing card, and they're really inspired by you, divine feminine. There's something about the way you might be doing things in your own personal life. Perhaps they have the ability to watch you from somewhere or somehow. Perhaps they're just, getting some information about you, but I feel like this is more on the energetic level where they might be feeling your energy and really be inspired to also become, a better person or just really level up to you. But with the observing card, there's definitely a feeling where they might be having some kind of access where they might be watching you, whether this is social media or they might be asking friends or family members what might be going on. At the same time, we also did get the numbing card, so it's almost like they have all these feelings towards you, but at this time in their own journey right now, they could be really suppressing and numbing their feelings towards you. So it's almost like they're hiding their true feelings towards you at this time. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a tarot deck, and we're going to look at their mental space. And then we're also going to look at their heart space. So let's see what they might be thinking about your connection and you in particular at this time. So let's take a look. Okay, wow, two cards just flipped over. So we do have the Hierophant, major arcana connected to your own sign, Taurus. All right, and we also have the Hanged Man, another major arcana connected to the sign of Pisces. Let's get one more. And we do have the Four of Cups energy. Okay, interesting. So again, with the Hierophant card, I do feel that they really have a sense that this is a very deep soul connection here, where they might be really feeling you energetically, where they might be in a way understanding that you came into their life for a very specific reason and purpose. So there's this deep understanding and knowing that this connection has a lot to offer, and you both could be, you know, going through these challenges just because you're learning certain lessons. Now, with the Hanged Man and the Four of Cups, your divine masculine really sees that right now nothing could be going on between you two. Okay, there might be a pause, a separation, and they feel really disappointed by what has happened between you two in the past. It's almost like they could be regretting certain things, how just things went about in your connection in the past. And right now, there might not be much going on in their own life, where they might be actually even feeling a bit bored, or, you know, just really unsatisfied in their own life right now. But overall, they do have this feeling or even understanding that this is a deep spiritual connection with the Hierophant card. Okay, so now let's take a look at their feelings. Okay, let's see what's happening in their heart space. Okay, so we do have the Moon card, another major arcana. So the sign of Pisces is really coming through for your masculine. They could be either a water sign or Pisces specifically, or they might have a lot of water in their chart. All right, now let's see. Wow, we also have the Empress card. Look at all these major arcanas coming through. So this is Libra and Taurus energy. Again, Taurus, your own energy. And we do have the Page of Swords, so another card of observation. So they're definitely, you know, seeing you as this beautiful Empress here, as a divine feminine. You are really, you know, you could be really embracing your energy, your feminine energy right now, and they really do see you. In a way, they are putting you on a pedestal here. But with the Moon card, it's almost like they're drowning in their emotions. And even though they might not show these emotions to you, again, they might be really suppressing them or numbing them to the point where they might be actually feeling really overwhelmed, not knowing what to do. And by doing that, they're actually becoming very, very overwhelmed with these emotions, to the point where they might be feeling depressed or just really emotionally unstable at this time, not knowing how to deal with all these intense emotions, especially if they have been suppressing them for a very long time. Now, again, with the Page of Swords energy, this is an energy of observing, learning some information, wanting to communicate. So there is a sense of them wanting to perhaps reach out to you, communicate, but at the same time, they might be really holding back, not giving you any information, what might be going on with them. So it's almost like they are trying to gather all this information about you, but they might not be actually, you know, revealing what might be going on in their own personal life at this time. But definitely with the Empress card, there is admiration here, there is inspiration, there is magnetic pull towards you, and all these feelings are just really overwhelming your divine masculine at this time. All right, so let's see what might be shifting and changing for your divine masculine in the nearest future. So let's see here, what's shifting and changing for them. Okay, so we do have the Nine of Pentacles energy. We also have the World, another major arcana. and the Two of Swords. All right, so what I'm seeing here with the World card, there's definitely going to be an end to some kind of an old cycle that you might be really stuck in. And again, with the Two of Swords, it's almost like your divine masculine could not really see something when it comes to this connection. And I feel like they will be breaking free from this restricting or confusing energy where they did not really have a full perspective on this connection. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is actually beautiful energy where your divine masculine will be actually stepping back into their power, really becoming independent, self-sufficient, not relying perhaps or being emotionally attached to this connection or to you, divine feminine, because again, they might be right now overly attached to you. For some of you guys, they might be even I'm getting a sense there could be a codependency here from your divine masculine, which again, it's a form of addiction, and this is something within them that needs healing in order to release these energy. And I do see them, you know, working on that aspect, and they're actually going to be, you know, becoming much more stable and much more you know, healthy. They will have a much more healthier perspective, and the way they're what's the word I'm looking for, the way they're you know, perceiving this connection and how they might be reacting to their own emotions, how they might be you know, viewing this connection overall. So I do see actually a very positive shift with the World where they will be coming out successful, accomplishing certain things in their own life, perhaps working on their own you know, any toxic or any unhealthy traits that they still might have within them right now. So the energy will be shifting in a very positive way for your divine masculine. So they will finally, I feel like this is their lesson that they're learning right now, and they will finally complete this lesson very soon with the World card. All right, so that was your divine masculine energies. Now let's look at your energy, divine feminine. So when it comes to your own mental space in regards to your divine masculine, let's see what might be going on in there. Okay, so we do have the Tower, Major Arcana. We also have the Nine of Swords. And we do have the Knight of Wands energy. So for you, divine feminine, I feel like you could be experiencing right now a lot of worry and anxiety when it comes to this situation with your masculine. With the Tower being here, it's almost like certain beliefs or perhaps the perception of this connection is falling apart, and this could be really something that might be scaring you at this time. But you got to remember, the Tower moments do come into our life in order to bring new, in order to bring change. So even though this change might be a little chaotic or scary for you at this time, it is necessary in order to really step into this new cycle, new perception. So I feel like right now you could be having a hard time perhaps you know, accepting the situation with your divine masculine, or the way you're viewing your connection right now might be a bit on a negative side here with the Nine of Swords and the Tower. But you know, you gotta really work on, for some of you on your mindset and how you might be perceiving and viewing your masculine and the connection. We do have the Knight of Wands energy. So for some of you guys, you might be thinking that your divine masculine is actually, you know, in a way could be not serious about this connection. Maybe they, in the past, they have really shown you that they were just physically attracted to you, or perhaps they were possessing some kind of player type traits, and this information that you have about your divine masculine, or again your perception of them, is really making you overthink the situation, making you really worried and stressed, because you could be thinking that they're just not into perhaps having this something stable with you. But again, I feel like you're not seeing the whole picture right now, and you could be just having this tower moment in order to really realize and have this breakthrough and to see this connection from a totally different perspective. So right now, I do feel like you have a hard time seeing clearly when it comes to this connection. So you know, you're advised to really stop overthinking and perhaps stick to a certain outcome when it comes to this connection, because, you know, twin flame connection, it's not all about the physical union. This is just much more. It's about the purpose that you guys have together, the mission and the purpose. It's about your 5D connection, where you're always connected to your divine masculine. So, you know, in a way, 3D union is almost like a bonus to this connection. So you gotta really change your perspective, how you're viewing this connection overall. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your heart space. So what might be happening on the emotional level for you when it comes to this connection. Okay, so we do have the Seven of Wands energy. We also have the Moon, interesting. So you could be really mirroring these emotions and feelings right now with the Moon, because your divine masculine also got the Moon in the heart space. And let's get one more, and the Knight of Swords. So again, really similar energies to the Page of Swords. So when it comes to your heart space with the Seven of Wands, I feel like you're having a hard time or being challenged when it comes to your emotions. Again, you could be right now overly emotional about the situation with the Moon card. You could be really in your fears when it comes to the situation. Perhaps realizing that one of you might be really guarding your energy. You could really see that your divine masculine might be closed off right now towards this connection, and this also affects you on the emotional level. With the Knight of Swords, is almost like you have a desire to really just act on your impulses sometimes, but this is something perhaps you want to avoid, because sometimes when we're overly emotional, we could be, you know, doing certain things, or perhaps even saying certain things that might affect us or this connection in a negative way. So you're definitely needing to balance your energy. I do feel when it comes to both your mental and emotional level, you do need to put in some work into the healing that you're needing to do at this time, because it looks like you both have some blockages right now that could be blocking you from becoming aligned. And as you may already know, twin flames cannot come into the physical union until you both are perfectly aligned within your own divine feminine and masculine energies within you. All right, and I do see, especially for you divine feminine, I do see there is mental blockages here and emotional blockages right now. All right, so you are needing, and actually you are being asked to work on these things right now instead of focusing on this connection or the way it is unfolding for both of you. So you're needing to stop overthinking, over analyzing, and perhaps, you know, being also emotionally attached to your divine masculine, or perhaps to a certain outcome, and start working on your own self here. Okay, so let's see what could be shifting and changing for you guys in the nearest future. So for my divine feminine, what is shifting and changing? I'm sorry guys if you hear this noise. This is from my light. I always forget about changing the light before I do my readings, so if you hear this annoying noise, I'm sorry. Okay, so what is shifting for my divine feminine in the nearest future? Okay, so we do have the 5 of Swords energy. We also have the 8 of Wands, and we do have the Page of Cups energy here. Okay, so let me pull these up so you can better see these cards. 5 of Swords, 8 of Wands, and Page of Cups. So I do feel that in the nearest future, you divine feminine will be actually moving away from the 5 of Swords energy, where you might have really felt defeated within this situation, or perhaps even betrayed by your divine masculine. It's really depending on your personal situation. But 5 of Swords, it's an energy of defeat. It's an energy of someone not being open, honest when it comes to this situation. And with the 8 of Wands, it's almost like you're moving away from all of these negative, low vibrational energy, and you are going to be stepping more into the loving energies with the Page of Cups. Sometimes Page of Cups does talk about forgiveness, so it could be that you're really going to be working on yourself, and perhaps if you feel like you're needing to forgive your divine masculine, you could be really embracing this energy. But also the Page of Cups, this is a very loving and caring energy where you might be really understanding and coming from a place of unconditional love towards your divine masculine. So you're no longer wanting to be in the 5 of Swords energy with your divine masculine, and you will be taking necessary steps or action towards stepping into this more balanced, more loving energy for you. All right, so I do see some progression when it comes to your own work and healing. So this is amazing, because it does tell me that you will be actually doing the work that you're required to do at this time. All right, so now let's get into the connecting energies between you two at this time. So let's see, what are the connecting energies for both of you? Okay, so we do have the Prince of Discs, which is the Page of Pentacles. All right, Page of Pentacles. We also have the 8 of Wands. All right, the 8 of Wands energy. And let's get one more. Wow, and we do have the 7 of Pentacles here. So with the 8 of Wands, I do feel that you both are really wanting to communicate, perhaps to do, to take some sort of action towards one another. So there is a strong desire. If you're currently not talking to one another, again, there is a strong sense where you both really wanting to perhaps start communicating again, or, you know, really having some sort of movement when it comes to your connection. Now with the Page of Pentacles, you both really looking forward towards the new perhaps phase within your connection, where again, you might be looking for fresh energy, something that you know, you really want to close out a certain cycle in your connection and really start new, something perhaps very stable, because this is a Page of Pentacles. Okay, something solid. Yes, you might be thinking about taking small steps towards it, but you definitely both want some kind of progression. Now we also have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles could really indicate that you are perhaps waiting, you both waiting for the right moment. You could be both really surrendering and, you know, just accepting and waiting for the divine time, for the right time to perhaps take the next steps towards each other. But also the Seven of Pentacles really indicates that in the past perhaps you've done some work together, and now you're just waiting for the results to be seen within your connection. But mostly this is all about just waiting. So you're both kind of in this waiting mode. Perhaps you are both, as I said, struggling right now with your own blockages and things that you're needing to focus on right now. But there is a strong desire to, you know, reach out, perhaps come see each other. But you both understand perhaps that this is something that is not the best thing to do at this time, because there's still some healing that you both are needing to do at this point. All right, so now let's go ahead and move into the messages for your connection, some oracle cards, and then messages from your divine masculine. Okay, so what do we have in regards to your connection? What messages Spirit wants to bring through? Let's take a look. This time I'm just going to pull just 2 cards from this deck instead of 4. So we do have detours. It says divine intervention, delays, and detours. So Spirit is letting you know that there could be some delays within your connection. And again, this is necessary just because you know, there are some things that you're needing to work through on your own right now. Your divine masculine needs to work on some of the things, and you divine feminine too. So don't try to rush this connection. Don't try to force a certain outcome, because there's still going to be this divine intervention, perhaps some of the delays. Okay, so really try to trust and surrender at this time when it comes to this connection. All right, what else? We also have recharge. So it says retreat now for important self-care. So you are being called to really focus on yourself right now. For some of you divine feminines, you are really need this time to recharge and what's the word? Rejuvenate yourself in order to really obtain some kind of self-care, because you could be really feeling drained, or looking at your cards, you could be really struggling right now, and this is really affecting your energy. Okay, so Spirit is wanting you to actually focus on self-care, self-love, and all the healing that you are needing to do at this time. Okay, so let's pull a few oracle cards before we move into the messages. Okay, so let's see. For my Taurus, what else is going on for my Taurus? Okay, so happiness. All right, I feel like with this card, what is Spirit saying is that you're needing to bring more of the joyful energies into your life. So if you are struggling with having all these high vibrational energies in your life right now, this is something that you're needing to focus on, to be happy on your own, to not really rely on your divine masculine in terms of your own happiness. So you are being called to find your own happiness within yourself when it comes to your own life. And by doing so, you are going to be really stepping into your own power here, Divine Feminine. Okay, so let's grab another deck. What else for the connection, perhaps? What other messages? Or any other messages that Spirit wants to bring through? Okay, so we do have number 39 with new life. All right, so this is again very beautiful, very amazing, positive energy right here, where Spirit is saying you're able to create this new life for yourself, this happiness, this joy, but you are needing to realize that you could be happy on your own without actually being in a physical union with your divine masculine. And if you're still struggling with actually understanding that, Spirit is saying that there is just, you know, more time is needed for you to really get to this place of actually understanding that. But I do feel with this new life card that you will be stepping into this new phase of your life where it's almost like you're going to feel like you have been born again. There could be some significant life changes happening for you, Divine Feminine, and they're going to be very positive here. All right, so stay optimistic and do your own work. All right, so now let's also grab from this beautiful oracle deck what else we need to know. This might be really in regards to your own personal spiritual journey. So let's see what other message Spirit wants to bring through. And then we'll look at some of the messages from your divine masculine. So let's see here. Okay, so we do have solitude and silence, peace prevails. Yes, so you are being called to spend some time in solitude. Again, this is not isolating yourself from other people. This is just talking about perhaps really going within. For some of you, yes, you are needing to spend some time on your own, and that's where you are going to be finding your answers, finding your peace and harmony within. Okay, and that's where it's all starting from. You do need to be in harmony with yourself in the first place. So Spirit is asking you to perhaps do some inner work on yourself, and it might require you to be you know, in solitude and in silence in order to really hear the guidance and the answers that are trying to emerge and really, you know, guide you on your journey right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and see some of the messages from your divine masculine. So what is it that they would really want you to know at this time? Let's go ahead and look. Okay, so we do have, I see signs of you everywhere I go. Okay, so they could be really seeing a lot of signs. That's where Spirit is really reminding them of you and this connection. We also have, I pushed you away because I was scared. So yeah, your divine masculine could really have some insecurities, some you know, some fears that could be pushing them or repelling them at this time from this connection. So you're also needing to work that out. Let's get one more from this deck. We also have, I let my doubts and fears get the best of me. Yeah, so this is exactly what I was just saying. They do have certain fears, certain insecurities or doubts when it comes to perhaps, you know, revealing their true emotions. So they're needing to work on that. So let's grab the other deck and see what other messages from your divine masculine. Okay, so it says, you make me feel naked. Yeah, so this message really talks about where they might be, you know, trying to hide their true emotions and feelings, but it's almost like they can't really do that when they're around you, because you could really see through them, through their masks, and this might really make them feel uncomfortable at this time because they're not ready to be vulnerable or perhaps open about their emotions with you at this time. So in a way, this could be really intimidating your divine masculine. Okay, so we also have, you intimidate me so much I can't face you right now. Okay, so again, this is what I just said. You are really intimidating to them because you could really see through all of their masks, and they're not used to this. Perhaps they are used to wearing masks with other people when it comes to, you know, relationship, perhaps romantic relationships, but with you they just feel like no matter what they do, they still can't hide from you because you really do see their true self. You really feel their energy on a deep level. Okay, so it's like they can't hide anything from you. We also have, the silence is killing me, I want to talk to you. So again, with the Eight of Wands energy that we saw, that is coming through for both of you, it's almost like they really do want to talk to you. They really want to come forward, perhaps really communicate, but there might be some things where they're just feeling not ready to do so at this time. So even though they do have this desire, they still might be in their fears, or feeling overwhelmed, and that's what might be stopping them at this time. All right, Taurus, so that is all I have for you today. I hope that this reading was helpful to you. Please let me know down in the comments if you feel like sharing. Otherwise, I'm sending you absolute love and light, and I will see you guys in my next readings. Take care. Bye-bye.